Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach. And across the ring from him, Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall with a reach of 216.
I'll always go for reach. Every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's gonna touch you. But someone that can get in close, that has the power to get up close and personal and break those ribs, get those shots into the body, you gotta look out for that.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and now from Crimea in Ukraine, here is an undisputed cruiserweight world champion and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. They're giving us a high-tempo show. They exchange punches. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Missing with the hook. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. That was the moment.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
One punch could change everything in this battle. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Good counter punch. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Nice counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swing and a miss with that hook. How about that time counter shot? Punch caught him clean. Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell,
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. How about that time counter shot? Jab misses. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, every twitch.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than have to.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he misses with that jab. They miss with the jab. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
You're being coasted for the round. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, right? Because he's going to be confident. I want you to go back out there.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The jab not finding its target. You'd like to see more jabs. They block the uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Back and forth they go. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Those counter punches have to hurt. They miss with the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? There's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice defense with that jab. There's a counter shot. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah?
There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good defense to interrupt that combination. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's all offense all the time. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Every second, every minute.
There's the bell to start round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Tried to score with a jab. Exchange punches. Jab misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Speed up, great work. You're doing good, kid. That round, don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there.
And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Didn't land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Catch and shoot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Missing with that jab. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it.
And we enter the night. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
Nice counter. That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. They drop their guard, they get caught. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept...
Don't forget the jet.
There's the bell for round 10. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. A wild swing and miss there. Needs to stay composed. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Counter punching. Done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.